Lilith chapter 279 starts off with intro text which states, Kaiser's eye fixed on the decisive shot. The future is determined in this one tense moment. Bayern Munich has been awarded the crucial free kick, and all eyes are indeed on Michael Kaiser, the emperor of the field. Scene begins with the announcers hyping up the states as Kaiser, calm but determined, prepares to take his shot. We visually give an overhead view of the field looking down upon a ball, truly giving perspective for how far away this free kick is, 29 meters. Before he can make his move, though, Michael turns to Melamoa, Bayern Munich's star striker and his supposed mentor, in order to settle something that's just been weighing on him. From the beginning, have you been participating in mislead just to make me evolve? Kaiser asks this with his voice sharp with suspicion and a confused look. Noah, ever composed, confirms his bluntly by saying, yeah, that's right. Kaiser's frustrations are further fueled when he learns that Noah has also been guiding Usagi with the same goal in mind, all in an effort to push Kaiser to his absolute limits. The realization stirs something within Kaiser as he mutters, so it's all about creating a rival to improve myself, huh? His irritation grows as he accuses Noah of being a selfish coach, someone solely focused on his own ambitions. But Noah, unfazed by the accusation, calmly explains that being the world's best is merely a title given by others. He asserts that his focus has always been on becoming the most complete version of a striker, not on titles or accolades or anything like that. It's this mindset that's driven him to pursue perfection on the field, leading to his dominance as the number one striker. It's a side effect of his mentality and not a goal. No other delivers a bombshell. The player who poses the greatest stretch of him is none other than Julia Loki, and he aims to shoot him down here and now. This comment takes Kaiser off guard, and he questioned everything he thought he understood about his coach's intentions. Noah, with burning intensity in his eyes, makes it clear that he wants Kaiser to surpass him someday, but only after Kaiser can prove himself against someone like Loki and make his mark. This leaves Kaiser grappling with the reality of Noah's words, acknowledging that beneath it all, he's purely driven by his love for football, a true football junkie to his core. As he processes all this, Kaiser readies himself for the free kick, and Isagi, standing on the field, watches with steely determination. His thoughts race as he tries to figure out how to intercept Kaiser's impending shot. If he seems to steal this goal, he's got to make a quick decision. Should he aim to tap in the rebound or try to alter the shot trajectory altogether? His internal dialogue plays out rapidly as he tries to predict where Kaiser will send the ball, left corner or right. Isagi knows that reacting after the shot won't be fast enough. He has to start moving even before Kaiser strikes the ball. In the midst of this mental chess match, Kaiser himself resolves not to play into Noah's hands because he wants to be independent. He won't let Noah shape it into a rival within Bayern Munich just to satisfy his coach's desires. Michael is determined to carve out his own path, to write his own story and return to zero, and he even refers to himself as Michael for like the second time in the whole story. He feels a strange sense of clarity, and when thinking on his past, that feeling of being nothing and zero, he knows that he can only survive by hurting others, yearning for love, and proving his worth. With that malice burning inside of him, Kaiser steps up to the ball, his predator's gaze locked in. Chapa, one of PXG's defenders, shouts out to his teammates, racing them for impact as Kaiser charges forward. Usagi, now running full speed towards the box, knows he's in for a gamble. His thoughts are racing. Will Kaiser aim for the left corner, use the same backspin as before, feint or smash it into the right? What could he possibly be thinking? He knows that it's really just a gamble between him and Kaiser, so he bets on the left corner and starts running to intercept the ball. But as Kaiser swings his leg and the ball launches off his foot, the plan all begins to unravel. The ball curves with an extreme arc, unlike anything Usagi could have anticipated, and he realizes too late, but Kaiser is smart at him. He aimed for the top right corner after all, and just as the ball seemed destined to pierce the net, something absolutely unthinkable happens. Usagi Oishi, shocked, watches as Julian Loki burst into action. His speed is so unreal, and I'm unreal when I mean unreal, a blur of motion that defies logic. I mean, literally is running over like, I don't know, 50, 60 miles an hour. Men could probably dust a cheetah. Usagi is literally just standing there stunned because all of this logic that he's built up through his training, all that he's trained to look and see and try, he cannot do any of that with Loki because his physicality just surpasses all. It's just that Loki is reacting faster than any human should ever be able to. Usagi even mutters in disbelief, that's not human speed. Loki's movement can only be described as prodigious, one of a kind, a sudden mutation of skill that shatters all expectations. With absolute precision, Julia Loki intercepts the ball. Cutting off Kaiser impacts Madness shot with godlike speed. The Kaiser impact is too slow for me. The once unstoppable shot is nullified and shit-talked as Loki's godspeed completely crushes the Emperor's strike. The announcer narrates this unfolding chaos, dubbing Loki's intervention as Godspeed to slaughters everything in his path, and yeah, I would say that's pretty accurate. My dude literally went from outside of the box, I think just barely in, to leaping through the air to stop the Kaiser Impact. And yes, I know, the Kaiser Impact Magnus is a curved shot. It's not as fast, but that does not make this any less impressive. His speed is truly one of a kind. As the ball ricochets away, the tension finally snaps, leaving Kaiser and Isagi just in awe. The seaman shifts back to the field where Loki stands, crouched down low like a predator, his eyes dark and menacing with temporary flow. He also has a disturbing smile creeping across his face, and I mean, it is truly a chilling image. This meant to be a creepypasta, ARG, analog horror entity, I don't know. Whatever he is, he just looks absolutely chilling, and Loki's radiating an aura of villainy, a force that cannot be contained by anything logical. We do get the title for the upcoming Chapter 280, which will be the Prodigy's Wall, which is a hint of the battles yet to come between these ever-evolving egoists. But more specifically, I have some ideas. I assume Ikarashi will step in and give Julie and Loki some trouble and do exactly what he did to Ritsurin, or at least try to. That or the wall is Julie and Loki himself, as Isagi and Kaiser must overcome someone like this in order to take the next step towards Mela. Kaiser, who once stood as the emperor of the field, now finds himself tied with Isagi and confronted by a force that challenges everything he thought he knew about the game. Isagi, however, is caught in the middle of this clash. Both of his rivals fully awaken to their original states, and he himself is left to evaluate his own place in the grand scheme of things. As these three forces, Kaiser, Isagi, and Loki, I'm not including Ring here, I'm sorry, continue to collide, no one is behind it all, wanting to improve and enjoy a high-stakes match. It's just like Sukuna with Gege. I mean, bro literally didn't write his own manga, and now Nomana's not writing his manga either. It's Noah. Just give it over to him. He's Ayana Goji. It's really wholesome, though, when you think about it, because, I mean, this uncle is really hung up on the past and will never retire. He just cannot give up on his dreams of playing football forever. Like, eventually, you're going to turn 50, 60, you're going to get old. Give it up, Noah.